shatter the flesh and reinforce the bone. Embrace this God, mesh these powers all my own. Be simple, thoughts and minor interchangeable.
Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Hey there, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Are you new in town? Don't think I've seen you before. It's great to see new faces around. And if you like it, I could give a tour of bar and chance and Wonderland. New and improved without the doors. There's no escape, but then who would wanna leave? It's a fantastical paradise, and it's no make-believe. I'm so glad to have another member of the band. You're one of us now, so let me take you by the hand. But what is that I spy with my rock eye? I think I see a bit of flesh inside the new guy. Maybe he isn't everything what he seems. Time to investigate what's underneath the seams. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. If you survive the night, oh, I'll take you away to our enchanted land of play. Forgive me for being suspicious. Mischief's not on my brain. We're programmed to be pragmatic if someone messes with the mainframe. It's not that we don't trust you. We do. We love you too. It's just that here at Freddy's, we have a few rules. And if you break them, we will have to break you like you broke our hearts. We'll be forced to rewire you and repair your damaged parts. Now, you wouldn't want that. And frankly, never would I. But sometimes to do some good, you've gotta be the bad guy. In this world we play, we hope that you will stay. And we will throw a most electrifying soiree. From all attire is required for you to take part. You've got some skin that needs removing before we start. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. I was so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. And we're so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. Don't wanna start a fight. And we're so sorry if we give you all a little fright. We're not so scary if you see us in the daylight. You'll be so happy just as long as you survive the night. I'm sure you'll survive. Just don't make the rules and play nice. And I'm sure that we'll all get along. We'll be the best of friends. Forever. Hey, Mangle.
Yeah.
I'm blue, da da dee da 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 da. I look like a Smurf.
Yeah. Must agree on that one.
It's just a template. It's so you know, and it's so I know. It just makes life easier. I still need to perfect it. Next layer on in a minute, and then everything else. Bloopers! Let's try to make it right. Don't wanna start a fight. And we're so scary. Fucking hell, I fucked it up again. Wi-Fi. She is doing my cheeks.
And the blue's getting on the lipstick.
It's fine.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes.
Crunch.
Mm.
Just need to round it out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. The things I do for the fandom.
And only like 128 views.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. My Slender Man got quite a lot. And my puppet. My recent puppet, not my old puppet. I look like a nun.
That could be a new FNAF AU for the fandom.
A nun.
Five Nights Nuns. Hold on, just do that.
Do what?
Your neck.
My neck is long. Everyone keeps saying that. I look like a giraffe.
Did you hear that crap?
Yeah.
Your giraffe.
I look like a giraffe. No, it tickles. Mm.
Yeah, that's alright.
That looks fine. They both look fine. They both look fine.
But
Make that one.
your lipstick's not. That already has been painted.
Yeah, do it a bit more. Just paint inside it. Thank you.
Wait, hold on, I made marks now. There we go. Your lipstick's not okay though.
It's fine, I know how to wash it off. You use special wipes. Wow, the power of life.
Have you got any white?
What do I need white for?
Around your eyes, dummy.
No, because remember he has purple eye thingy.
Yeah, but around his eyes.
Oh
is
yeah,
white.
yeah, around his eyes. Well, if you know what to do, I do have white.
My life.
Because dummy.
Dummy.
That is where we pop the scope. There you go. You might need to wet it. You might have to go out and wet it. No, it's coming off. It's like the worst cosplay nightmare. There we go.
Crunch.
Crunch! It's crunch time. Chapter 6. The Fix-Up. Toy Bonnie's Perspective. That was the best trip ever. Puppet Master takes me to the nicest places. And even though it wasn't supposed to be, it was surprisingly fun. And we had a good laugh in the end, even if we were the only ones in the pizzeria killing ourselves with laughter. It was nice to laugh, and it made a whole lot of tension disappear. It was great to hear Golden Freddy laugh, as I don't think I've ever seen him laugh freely, because he's always stressed or angry, and it was the good laugh, not the I'm going to kill you laugh. I'm not sure Puppet Master likes me, but hey, not everyone can like me. I guess my charm and cheekiness is something to be envied of. I'm often told I'm a free spirit, and very enthusiastic. I can light any room with my joy and radiate that room with warmth. Well, only 2 people told me that, but I like to think everyone thinks that about me. It was Toy Freddy and Foxy that told me. Some people make it obvious about what they think about me, and I guess I'm jolly but annoying. But everything is a compliment to me, so if people are talking about you, it means that they're thinking about you, and that flatters me. Anyway, I walked into Party Room 2 where Puppet Master and Golden Freddy like to hang out and fix Mangle and other animatronics, if there has been a malfunction. You could say I'm a healthy animatronic. I've been here to ask about a glitch. And I don't normally get broken up. Anyway, the first thing I saw was heavily wrapped gift boxes, and I knew what they contained. I shivered. Our souls were trapped in there, and if no one was in here, someone could just take control of the whole pizzeria. But I doubt it, as Puppet Master always locks this room or gets a trustworthy person to guard the room. Come to think about it, he's never asked me, so I guess I'm not trustworthy enough. Next thing I saw was Freddy, abandoned on a table, half made. Holy realization! I've just seen how serious this situation is. He looked terrible. It was even worse than Goldie described. I saw Bonnie next, looking weak and helpless. To be honest, sometimes I don't lie. But I had to agree with him on the whole. Save my guitar! Because duh, it's a guitar. But I still felt immensely sorry for him. He was looking at me with red eyes, and he turned to Puppet Master, who was toying with Freddy's arm. Don't worry, Bonnie, he knows. In fact, he might have been the one to save us, Puppet Master said, talking to Bonnie about me. Will he tell anyone else? Questioned Bonnie. No. And even if he does, no one is going to believe him anyway, because we're getting you all fixed right now, Puppet Master reassured them. Adjacent to Bonnie, Chica, who I didn't notice before, stood up. She looks horrendous! Her jaw was pulled so wide it was definitely broken, no doubt about that. Her arms were stuck in an awkward, random position, and the hands were replaced with wires. Her eyes were full of shock, and bits of her were broken off or coming off. When she spoke, she sounded dry and scratchy. Can you really fix us? Yeah, it's not going to be easy, and it hurt more than it did. But that's because you're conscious. And it'll be worth it in the end. You'll be back to normal, or maybe even better. Goldie reassured her. Great, thanks. She sat down, looking less stressed and more relieved. I surveyed the room and realised Golden Freddy wasn't here. I recalled what he said before. Foxy may be exactly the same. He must have gone to find Foxy. We all talked to Bonnie, who hasn't showed any negative feelings towards me since that instant when I replaced him, and jealousy overthrew him when he tried to take my body parts to replace his own. Actually, there's a reason for that, but you don't need to know. In fact, I hear he adores me now, and we're really close friends. His face seemed to light up as I came towards him, and even though he had no proper face that could pull expressions, I bet he was smiling. "How's it going?" I asked. He laughed and said, "Well, not my boring, ordinary, casual day I've been expecting." "It's been exciting." I laughed too and asked, "Are you okay?" "You're okay, right?" "I'll be fine, as long as my friends are there and there's no long-term damage to them. At least we can be fixed. What would happen if I was smarter and picked my guitar? It's not as replaceable as parts of wiring." "You could have borrowed another Bonnie's guitar." "Not mine, though." "Yeah, I didn't think so." "You're a sweet kid. Thanks for talking to the spirits for us. Although I should have done it. It was my fault. I guess I finally experienced Springtrap's manipulative skills and a stupid, scary moment because of him." There was a brief pause as he remembered what had happened. He looked at me with his sad red eyes. "You know, I can't believe we used to argue and fight and be enemies and always tried to better each other." "Yeah, you blacked me out with the guitar, and I couldn't see out my left eye for 30 minutes, and I banged into walls and everything. It was surprisingly annoying." "Not annoying as you, kid." He elbowed me lightly, and I laughed, remembering good and bad memories of me and Bonnie. Eventually I stopped as something occurred to me. I cleared my throat and asked the killer question. "Did Foxy get hurt?" "I don't know, but you'll have to be crazy to try and attack Foxy. I hope for mine and his sake that he's okay." I agreed silently. Foxy is everyone's friend here, even though at first he comes around as being intimidating and fierce. Well, that's because he's a pirate, and could beat everyone in a running race, and he has more than one gun. But what pirate would it be if he didn't have a gun? And it's not like he uses them, he keeps them in a case in Pirate's Cove. To be honest, Foxy is just a life-size version of his plush. Foxy is a great listener, and will never interrupt you. He'll give you advice, and he'll never force you to take it, and this is one of the reasons why Foxy is known as the Secret Keeper. Foxy gave free hugs too, and was devoted to any task and kept promises better than any of us in the pizzeria. Foxy thinks of others before himself, even in hesitation, and finally, he's just a good bot to be around. As me and Bonnie watched the transformation of Freddy take place, we heard an ear-piercing grinding sound from outside the door. I took off to see what it was. It was Golden Freddy dragging Foxy, and my heart sunk. He didn't look bad from where I was standing, but I could only see half of him, and he didn't look conscious. I felt angry tears fill my eyes. Who would dare do this to Foxy? Whoever did this was going to pay big time, and not just from the bots that were hurt or involved in this, like me and Puppet Master, but everyone else in the pizzeria. If this got out, and I'm mad that I can't tell people. Curse rules, and damn the people who make them. I made my anger subside, and instead went to help Goldie with trying to hoist Foxy up. "Hey Goldie, a help." "Thanks, you did good today." "I'll say you have a set of balls, but I might regret it later." I laughed. "Why, thank you, Goldie." I paused and asked Goldie a question I need to know the answer to. "Do you and Puppet like me?" "Yeah, we do, but we're just a bit confused why you're so happy here. I mean, we live in an abandoned pizzeria where all of us has died a gruesome death, and then we have killed and tortured people ourselves, not even intentionally. To be honest, you're probably the most enthusiastic, eccentric, happy, enthusiastic, laid-back soul here." "Yeah. But that was a good thing, because it's deeply depressing here. I think we all need to be happy, or we won't really be living, if you know what I mean. We will be like dead, but alive, living long animatronic lives with no way to end them because we're indestructible." I gushed out. Goldie laughed. "True. We don't hate you. I don't think anyone actually here hates you. People just may disagree with you, and you're kind of confusing to try and work out, and believe me, I think everyone's tried to work you out." "Well, they shouldn't. I'm not that important. Anyway, back on the situation in hand. Someone is going to pay the price, right? Karma comes back around, and it's Springtrap's stupid rule that got us in this situation, so it's only fair. Everyone involved will be gravely punished, no pun intended. Even your so-called friend, Nightmare Shadow Freddy, and your brother, Springtrap? Yeah, it pains me to say it, but they backstabbed us and was willing to hurt everyone in their path, including me, so they will all get suitable punishments. Can I be there? Yes, it will do no harm for you to be there. And also, you are now basically included in this, so welcome. And before you get ahead of yourself, unless you're asked, you cannot give a consequence, as that is not fair in animatronics here. Fine. When do we go? When everyone is ready. Aye, aye, Goldie, I said. Now can I ask you a question? He asked. Was that the question? I joked. No, he laughed. The question is, did he used to call Golden Bonnie that before the whole Springtrap thing? No, why not? It didn't suit him. Fair enough. Come on. And that concluded our conversation. That was the longest conversation I probably ever had with Goldie, and he seemed to answer questions that we both had. When we entered the room, Chica was getting new hands, and her jaw was already fixed. She looked like herself again, and it made me happy. Freddy was conscious and fixed, and it all apparently appeared that Puppet Master worked quickly. Bunny stood up when we hoisted Foxy into a table and went towards him and did a quick check on his friend. It appeared Foxy had put up a fight, as he wasn't badly damaged. The fur on his ears were missing, his fur on his elbow was torn off, but still hanging off his elbow, and he looked rugged, with his fur in tufts. To be honest, it made him look more, piratey. All he needed to do was a pick-me-up. Laughing is a good remedy, which I know I can make Foxy do quickly. I watched on impatiently as finally everyone was fixed and Foxy regained consciousness, and I told a joke or two to make Foxy better, and got called Sans from Undertale by Freddy. But finally it was time to find the culprits, and sure enough, Goldie ushers us out. We were out for revenge. We were coming, and it was going to be fun on my side of the table.